Which is the most important tense in English? If you ask me, I would say present simple tense. Hi, I am Purvi. In today's lesson, we will understand all about present simple tense. So, what you are going to learn in this lesson? So, we will understand first what is the structure of the sentence in present simple tense. You should also know where do we actually use these sentences. So once you are able to make positive statements, you will also learn then how to make negatives, right? Negative statements in all the situations. And by the end of this lesson, I will also share few sentences for you people to practice. Fine. So let us begin present simple tense in English. Now, present simple tense is also called present indefinite tense or simple present tense. Now, what is the structure now? Whenever you write sentence in present simple tense and if it is active, right, there are two kind of conversation. In conversation you use active or sometimes you use passive. So if your sentence is active, you always start with subject. After subject you write base form of the verb, right? Now when I say subject, what do you mean by subject? Subject is the doer, the one who is doing the action, karta. Now it can be first person. First person is baat karne wala, I, and plural is we. Now yes, second person you, आप जिससे बात करते हैं, and third person is जिसके बारे में बात करते हैं. So third person is he, she, and it in singular, and if it is plural, it is they. Second person singular and plural is you, right? So after subject you write base form of the verb. So what are the forms of the verb? There are 4 forms of verbs. Now first is present tense of the verb, which is V1, past tense of the verb, which is V2, past participle of the verb, which is V3, and present participle of the verb, that is verb ing. So if your present tense is give, so past tense is give. Now in present form you have 2 things, give and gives, go and goes, write and writes. So that is base form or first form of the verb or present tense of the verb. Now gave is past tense. So give and gives is present, gave is past, given is past participle, and giving is present participle. So what you need to remember here is after subject in present simple tense you always write base form of the verb, and at the end you can write other things or object, right? Sentence is active, so 100% you will have subject first. Now what is this SES with the verb? Now there is a rule. So while talking, right, in conversation, if your subject is I, we, first person, second person you, or they, third person plural, right? I, we, you, and they, you use base form of the verb. But in the same situation, if you are talking about third person and if that is singular, that is he, she, it, Sita, Ramesh, my brother, my father, my friend, my colleague. If the person is singular, you add SES to the verb. See, so I go to office, he goes to office, right? I cook food, she cooks food. We save money, she saves money. Now this is a rule, आपको याद रखना पड़ेगा, right? So whenever you are using present simple tense, if the subject is singular, you need to put SES with the verb. Hope you understood this much. Now let's understand what are the situations where do we use this present simple tense. Now yes, many places. First is I wake up at 6 a.m. daily, right? I wake up at 6 a.m. daily. मैं 6 बजे उठता हूँ. So what is this? So this is your routine. So you use present simple tense to talk about repeated actions in the present time, the things that you do repeatedly, right? So this is your daily routine. I wake up at 6 a.m. daily. I leave office at 5 in the evening. I leave office at 5 in the evening. मैं 5 बजे ऑफिस से निकलता हूँ. I cook at 10 o'clock. मतलब मैं 10 बजे खाना पकाती हूँ. I go to office at 10 o'clock. मतलब मैं 10 बजे ऑफिस जाता हूँ. I sleep at 11 o'clock. मतलब मैं 11 बजे सोती हूँ. So these are all your statement which shows your routine, repeated things. Now the second thing, look at this. We live in Mumbai. मैं मुंबई में रहता हूँ. I work at D-Mart. मैं D-Mart में काम करता हूँ. See, now it shows your situation that is permanent. So this is I live in Mumbai. मतलब you are there in Mumbai for so many years. and I work at demand. This is not temporary, this is permanent. You have been working with demand for so long. So this shows your permanent thing, right? So that is also present simple tense. Let's go to next now. ELC opens at 7:30 a.m. in the morning. Purvi ma'am takes class on Tuesdays. So ELC opens at 7:30. ELC classes सुबह 7:30 बजे open हो जाते हैं. Now this is what? This is a schedule, right? When you talk about schedule, you also use present simple tense. So every day, right? This is a routine again. So that is, now here I have used verb opens because ELC is a singular thing, right? One class I am talking about. If I am talking about plural thing, if I want to talk about shops, I would say all the shops in our mall open at 11:30 a.m. in the morning. So I would use open because I'm talking about shops. Similarly, I wake up is singular, right? I. So I use wake up. But if I'm talking about third person, I would say he wakes up. Yes, I and you is singular, right? But with that, you use base form. You don't write SES. So this is a mistake that you need to take care of. So when I say singular, I and you is also singular. But with I and you use base form. You never write SES. So that you need to keep in mind. I, you, we, they and plural base form. He, she, it and singular subject you use SES with the verb. Yes. So we live in Mumbai. My friend lives in Mumbai. I work at DMart. She works at DMart. ELC opens at 7:30 a.m. Shops open at 7:30 or 11:30 a.m. Purvi ma'am takes class on Tuesdays. My schedule, every Tuesday I take class. So Purvi ma'am is singular subject. So you use takes. Now, right? So what you understood so far? See, first one kya tha? First is your daily routine, right? Second one kya tha? Your permanent situations. Third is all your schedule, right? Dehradun Express leaves at 9 p.m. from Dadar. So see, this is the schedule, train timetable. That is all in present simple tense. And then, you're right, now next is sun rises in the east. Sun rises in the east, birds fly. So this shows facts, universal truth. When you talk about facts, सच्चाई के बारे में, right? Again, that is permanent thing. You use present simple tense. सूरज पूरब से निकलता है, birds fly, right? पंछी उड़ते हैं, earth rotates around its axis, water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. These are the statement that shows facts, right? After that, every day after lunch I have tea. Now here have is drink, right? So every day after lunch, रोज खाना खाने के बाद मैं चाय पीता हूँ. Now what is this? This is my habit, right? So whenever you talk about your habits, you use present simple tense. So every day after dinner I go for a walk. रोज डिनर के बाद मैं चलने जाता हूँ. और बिफोर गोइंग टू बेड आई चेक इंस्टा रील्स. सोने के पहले इंस्टा रील्स चेक करता हूँ. तो दिस इज अबाउट हैबिट्स. नाउ लास्ट अगेन, यस, फ्यू थिंग्स आर लेफ्ट. आई लाइक सिंगिंग. व्हाट इज आई लाइक सिंगिंग? मुझे गाना गाना पसंद है. So when you talk about likes and dislikes, you use present simple tense. I go to DMart twice a month. I go to DMart twice a month. She always travels by train. Now see, look at this statement. मैं महीने में 2 बार, right, DMart जाती हूँ and वो हमेशा ट्रेन से ट्रैवल करती है. See the word always, right? Twice. What is this? So it shows frequency. So practically you answer question, how often do we do things? How often, हम कितनी बार कुछ काम करते हैं? That is also present simple tense. You can say that once in a year I go to village to meet my grandparents. Once in 2 months I go to Shirdi. Or you can also say sometimes I call my old friends. I usually go to a restaurant with my family once in a month. So these are the statement which shows frequency. Now you should know adverbs that shows frequency: daily, always, every day, sometimes, frequently, often, never. So these are the words that you can put in present simple tense. So this all sentences are positive statements. Hope you understood well. Need to understand application and make write more examples, practice more examples. Now let us understand how we make negative statements in present simple tense. Now, how we make negative statements in present simple tense? Yes, so when you make negative sentence in present simple tense, you use do not and does not, right? With base form of the verb. Now, when your subject is first person, I and we, second person you, and third person they, or any plural subject, negative is do not. Do not is don't, with base form of the verb, right? So if it is I go, negative is don't go. We play, we don't play. You come on time, you don't come on time. They complete project on time, they don't complete project on time, right? So this is don't and base form. But if the subject is singular, third person singular, right? Your brother, sister, friend, he, she, it, Sita, Gita. It is for bird or animal because we are talking about actions. So it cannot be a thing. With that we use does not. So does not is doesn't. And with doesn't you use base form. So she cooks, she doesn't cook, right? He writes, he doesn't write. Ramesh goes on time, Ramesh doesn't go on time. He helps everybody, he doesn't help everybody. Again, see. So I go, I don't go, we don't go, you go, you don't go, they go, they don't go. He goes, he doesn't go. She goes, she doesn't go. And Sita goes, Sita doesn't go. So keep in mind with don't and doesn't, right? In negative statement with don't and doesn't you use base form. So whenever does in, SES out. So she goes but she doesn't go. So this is the thing where you make mistakes. So keep this in mind. Now let's see some examples. I don't sleep early. I sleep early. मैं जल्दी सोता हूँ. I don't sleep early. मैं जल्दी नहीं सोता हूँ. Again, this is your routine. Now he never travels by train. Never. I have used adverb, right? So never के साथ we need to put SES. So students are doubtful for this. So for that only I put this example here. He never travels by train. So he doesn't travel, but he never travels by train. वो कभी भी ट्रेन से नहीं ट्रैवल करता है. We don't conduct meeting every week. We don't conduct any meeting every week. So हम हर हफ्ते मीटिंग नहीं करते हैं. और you can say we conduct meeting every week. तो हम हर हफ्ते मीटिंग्स लेते हैं. She doesn't sing. Now, yes, she sings and she doesn't sing. वो नहीं गाती है. मतलब she doesn't like to sing. Right? Now they don't save money. They save money. वो पैसा बचाते हैं. With they, we will use don't. After don't, we will use save. So they save, they don't save money. वो पैसे नहीं बचाते हैं. Now frequency. See, nowadays children don't play outdoor games. Nowadays children is plural. Child is singular. So after children put don't. Children don't play outdoor games. आजकल बच्चे आउटडोर गेम्स नहीं खेलते हैं. दे प्ले फ्री फायर और पबजी ऑन मोबाइल फोन. नेक्स्ट इज रमेश डजंट डू हिज जॉब प्रॉपरली. यस, नाउ रमेश डजंट डू. सी, डजंट डू. नाउ डज इज योर हेल्पिंग वर्ब एंड डू इज योर मेन वर्ब. सो डोंट फील दैट डू डज कैसे आता है. यस, दिस इज ऑल्सो पॉसिबल. रमेश डजंट डू हिज जॉब प्रॉपरली. वो अपना काम ठीक से नहीं करता है. These are all negative statements. So in all the situations, to have proper conversation, you must know how to give information, positive and negative both. And also you should learn about asking questions. In the next lesson, we will have interrogatives, right? So before that, yes, I want you to practice this more. So I am sharing few more examples for you to practice, and that link I will put in the description. So try those statements, and yes, join me in the next class. That will be about present simple tense interrogatives in English, right? Thanks for watching. And if you understood this and if it is interesting, don't forget to share and subscribe. Thank you.